Now, the race to the 2027 general election is gaining momentum, with the opposition now crafting a high-stakes strategy to build a formidable coalition. New presidential hopefuls have emerged, setting the stage for an intense political showdown. Coalition principals are now strengthening their parties in preparation for selecting the most viable presidential candidate and running mate to challenge President William Ruto. Now, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has dismissed reports of a looming rift within the opposition circles, instead portraying a united front and strategic alignment. However, for the opposition, the biggest challenge lies in agreeing on a fair formula to select a flag bearer. Will the unity hold? Well, Jeff Kirui interrogates.
Political battle lines ahead of the 2027 polls are gradually taking shape, pitting the ruling Kenya Kwanza regime and the opposition axis who are in advanced stages to formalize a coalition agreement. The last puzzle in former DP Rigathi Gachagua's political party is reportedly expected to be unveiled on 15th of this month.
Nitazidua chama chetu cha kisiasa na baadaye tutafanya sherehe kubwa sana ya launch.
On Friday, the Court of Appeal handed Gachagua a political lifeline, ruling that the bench appointed by Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu to hear his impeachment case was improperly constituted. The decision has reignited Gachagua's political ambitions, with reports suggesting he is now considering a stab at the presidency, joining an already crowded field within the opposition.
Kama ni mimi nitatolewa. Si mtu nitapeleka kama baisikeli ya kuibiwa.
Gachagua now joins a list of opposition principals Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa and Dr. Fred Matiang'i, all eyeing the presidential ticket. Political analysts warn the jostling for the top seat could fuel a battle of egos, potentially straining the fragile coalition.
Satan will come and settle around the opposition for a long time so that he can suggest to each one of them that you are the best, you are the best, you are the best. So if they can outsmart that ego problem, definitely if they actually rally behind one individual, for sure our president will have a lot of headache to deal with.
According to political analysts, the tough balancing act to ensure the outfit is glued together will be compounded by the infiltration from the ruling regime that is keen to scatter the opposition.
Unseating a president who has got powers similar to the one that Ruto is having is also very difficult. Ruto is likely to do everything possible.
I think he has already started planning on what to do, and one of the things he will do is to show every other person in the opposition that they are important, and even to make them feel that they can win elections.
If Gachagua and another person within the team were to vie, we have 2-3 candidates, then Ruto may not need to campaign.
Sources private to the last opposition meeting held in April in Nairobi point to growing friction, particularly Jubilee Party's firm support for Dr. Fred Matiang'i's candidature, a sticking point that could threaten coalition harmony.
It will be worse if Gachagua vied and Matiang'i vied, for example. It will even be worse now for the opposition, because then whatever area that Ruto would have lost will be shared amongst these other people.
For now, the biggest political test for the opposition is crafting a fair and acceptable formula for picking a flag bearer, while at the same time remaining united enough to withstand a likely onslaught from a ruling administration determined to fracture and weaken them. Jeff Kirui, KTN.
Isaac Courier, the 11th suspect in the